Hey, hello. It's a cup of morning Joe with prizes to come and runs to go. It's Joe.
Gamers, thank you very much for joining me. I have some amazing prizes, very, very unique prizes that were made by equally as amazing individuals who are just so happy to be able to support the great work that Doctors Without Borders does. And Doctors Without Borders, my friends, is a nonprofit organization that provides humanitarian medical care to those who need it most, regardless of where they are in the world. It doesn't matter what they look like. It doesn't matter who they love or what they believe in. They operate without red tape and without the control of a government organization. So they make sure that those who need it most, whether if it is an emergency situation or just providing care anywhere in the world, you'll often find them there. What I'm really looking forward to do with you is to be able to show off all of the amazing prizes that we have here. So if you feel inclined to donate and you want to be entered in to win these prizes, make your way on over to gdq.gg/donate. Get your donations in. And if you want to be entered in to win, if you want to learn about the prizes that we have here, and you want to see all of the prizes that are available for SGDQ 2026, make your way on over to gdq.gg/prizes to learn more. Now, with that out of the way, let's start getting into these amazing prizes that we have here.
Ding dong!
I think I have a friend that's coming to join us. It's unlocked. Come on in. Greta, thank you very, very much for joining me today. Friends, this is Greta, and Greta works for Doctors Without Borders. And Greta, thank you for joining me.
Of course, I'm so happy to be joining you and all your friends.
And thank you so much for bringing some more prizes for us to share with my gamer friends.
Of course, I'm very excited.
Greta, could you tell me a little bit about Doctors Without Borders and what you do for them?
Yes, so Doctors Without Borders is a medical humanitarian aid organization working in over 70 countries. We provide medical care to anyone who needs it. So for me, I work with Doctors Without Borders. I work with content creators and at events like Summer Games Done Quick to talk with people and teach them about MSF.
That's really, really cool. So in short, you kind of really help the world get to learn a little bit more about the really important work that Doctors Without Borders does all around the world.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. Would you be willing to actually go over some of the prizes that my friends made?
I would love to.
Thank you very, very much for doing so. Let's start off first with this Sleepy Kirby statue ceramic that was made by Midnight Parade. Thank you so much, Midnight, for making this extremely cute statue. Eternally cute, eternally sleepy. This is one of my favorite Kirby prizes that we have this block. It is just such an adorable little piece, a great addition to your collection. And it's a $5 minimum donation. And Greta, that $5 that someone could donate, what does that help MSF to do on the ground?
Yeah, so that $5 could provide enough vaccine doses required to fully immunize 4 children against measles for life.
That's really, really important work, and that's really, really cool that we're able to make that happen. And that's just for a $5 minimum donation. You can help save a life by literally just donating $5.
Exactly.
And coming up next, my friends, I've got here the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker cross-stitch that was provided to us by Aaron McLaughlin. Thank you so much, Aaron, for sending this beautiful piece in. You've got Link out on the waters, looking very, very cute and ready to save the day. And it is a $5 minimum donation for you to be entered in to win this. And Greta, if you could, is there something else that $5 can help MSF to do?
Yes, there is. So that $5 could also cover the cost of providing a patient with oxygen therapy using a concentrator machine, which includes maintenance and energy for a full day.
That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. And I know that that's something that, is really important. And that's funny enough, just as a side note for us, that was one that I really, really liked, but I was scared to say live on camera. So I'm glad that you picked that one.
I'm here to help.
Absolutely. Coming up next, I have the Links Through Time wall clock by Esclair Studios. Thank you so much, Esclair, for getting this over to us. We have here 12 links throughout time. It is a very cute and adorable piece with the Triforce at the center. This is a functional clock. It would be a great way for you to keep time in your gaming room or however and wherever you want to place it. But we have all of the links all present. Let me get that back down for you so you can see it. That's a $10 minimum donation. Thank you again to Esclair for getting this over to us. And Greta, what does that $10 provide to Doctors Without Borders?
Yeah, so for example, that $10 could provide one warm blanket for use in refugee camps where we work in emergency situations.
Super. Could you hand me the choo-choos, please?
Of course, I'd be happy to.
Thank you very much. Coming up next, gamers, we have here the mini choo-choo swarm that was provided to us by Kaito Ace. Thank you, Ace, for getting this over to us. We've got a red, we've got a yellow, we've got a green, we've got a blue, we've got a purple. It is the rainbow of choo-choos. And thank you so much, Kaito, for getting this to us. This is a $25 minimum donation. My apologies, my hand is covering them, but there's so many, I'm gonna drop them if I'm not hugging them. And hopefully, if you win it, you can give them lots of hugs as well. Again, that's a $25 minimum donation to be entered in to win this cute prize. And Greta, what does that $25 give to Doctors Without Borders?
Yes, so $25 could provide one set of surgical gowns and scrubs for medical staff.
That's really, really cool. And the last prize that I have here that we're going to share with everybody is this Carnage Gisada version 2 Poyo edition from Breakfast Garage Gaming. This is quite the impressive fight stick, although I wouldn't say stick because it's actually got a WASD on it. They're WASD Dilla, and they also have Sanwa buttons on there as well. And it's also got that really, really high-res look of Kirby going straight into battle. It is an adorable, adorable piece for you to have and add to your gaming collection. That is a $50 minimum donation, and you can be entered in to win this prize. And Greta, what does $50 provide to Doctors Without Borders?
Yeah, so $50 could provide 20 digital thermometers used to check patients' temperatures quickly and accurately.
That is great. Now, this is all the prizes that we have here, but I wonder if there's any other way that people at home would be able to help contribute to Doctors Without Borders.
Yeah, I think there are some ways that they could help contribute.
Maybe perhaps there is someone that could help us with that. I have no idea what he's saying.
Well, it's lucky that I speak fluent Yeti, and what the Yeti is trying to tell us is that they love Doctors Without Borders, and they love supporting our amazing work. And all of the proceeds for every item sold from the Summer Games Done Quick 2026 collection is donated directly to Doctors Without Borders.
Thank you so much, Yeti, for doing that. We know that Yeti gets in those $10,000 donations, and we're always very appreciative of that, Yeti. Greta, what does $10,000 provide to MSF?
Yeah, so $10,000 could provide 3 motorbikes used by our MSF staff to provide healthcare to rural communities around the world.
To help make sure that they get there fast and they're able to give that effective care that they provide day in and day out. Thank you, both Yeti and Greta, for joining me this morning on Cup of Morning Joe. It has been an absolute pleasure to be able to go over these amazing prizes and how you at home, my friends, are able to contribute to the amazing work that Doctors Without Borders does. So with a heartfelt thank you for everything that you do from Games Done Quick, from the Yeti, and Doctors Without Borders, we hope that you're able to have a great rest of your morning. See you later.